Well, he attack me. But Jaden Chase, they have to make the fans them know what really are going on.
Yeah, man, now move settings, nation. And no, we no need no ladder. Now, welcome to the channel. Now, viewers and subscribers, the word is there is tension in sections of West Kingston this morning following the word that 3 of the 7 men set to be released, Livity Coke, Bama T, and Titiman, all immediate family members of Christopher Dudus Coke himself. For Sharkman himself, this is definitely some good news. For no same son, him youngest brother, and him brother are now set to be released. He himself set to be released very soon too as well. Now this was confirmed, viewers and subscribers, by the office of the DPP, and they said a conditional null has been entered in connection with the case. Now the office made their decision after a witness could not be located to begin the trial, so them couldn't even start. There was no eyewitness, nobody who could have, you know what I mean, collaborate or confirm the accusations being placed against the family. Now, a conditional null discontinues a case but leaves room for the accused to again be brought before the court if circumstances change. So even though the case will be dropped, no, if later on for some reason them link up back with the witness and the witness agrees to testify again in open court, they can again be brought before the court on these same matters. Now, Section 4 of the Criminal Justice Administration Act empowers the DPP to at any stage of a trial discontinue criminal proceedings by entering a null. Something what she should have did do in a Vybz Kartel case, when she realized that, for one, if she agrees that the evidence was tampered with and she did not know of that taking place, then when she find out, when it was pointed out by the defense, say what, you know, the thing then get tampered with, she should have entered in this null and discontinued the case. Now the case in question is that of the slaying of someone known as P-Boy in the Denham Town area, and that is why some are saying that tension is now building, seeing that P-Boy was somewhat of a prominent figure in the Denham Town area, and seeing that, as I just stated, these are 2 brothers to Dudus himself and his son. Whether they were involved or not, you know where the blame will fall. People just are going to blame you because them feel like you're capable of doing something. So with that alone being said, people are saying, what will be the results now? Some people have also called out the word party connections. We will not be getting into that. Yes, the area in particular we are talking about, both Denham Town and Tivoli Gardens, are and have always been long time JLP stronghold. Before that, in a Claudius Massop days, it was a different situation, but that was way before I was even born. I can't speak of decades that I was not present to see. Do you think though that with the statements being made and being publicized by the state that an entire community is bracing for fallout based on the fact that 3 individuals are to be released? Now, truth be told, the judge presiding over the matter asked the prosecutors that they must convince him that the men are not to be fully acquitted. Meaning, say, remember, it is not the defense that moved to have the case dismissed. It's the prosecution themselves were saying that they're going to drop the case. Now the judge is saying what they must do is prove to him that they're not just getting a pass, he would say, as a judge. And this also speaks to something else. Is the judge saying that in his mind he already believes the individuals are guilty? Because I think it was innocent until proven as such. And in this case, the prosecution is saying that they cannot prove that the individuals are guilty. But the judge is requiring that the prosecution must convince him that the men are not to be fully acquitted. Why? Maybe that's legal terminology. Or maybe based upon the last name, the surname that these individuals have. As simple as it might sound. Based on the surname that these individuals have, people have already made up their minds about them. And whether you have your own personal reasons for doing so or doing so not, it is not for a judge to have preconceived notions about any individual standing in open court. It's the same situation with Vybz Kartel when it's almost like the judge, prosecutors, even some members of the jury panel, they already make up their mind about an individual, and that is where you go against people's constitutional rights. And whether or not individuals are guilty or not, when you use measures like these, then you always find yourself in a scenario where either the case have to go drop, them do something with the evidence and the case have to go throw out. Is this really working when you use them situation? Because a modern time now, and people can afford the best of lawyers, and even when the state go out that way to try to pretend like, oh, those motions were not filed and they were overlooked because of this and the justification of, the people, the public, stand and look and say, but wait, at this I go on a judicial system, and then certain judges have to retire. We call for the replacement of certain prosecutors, and it now work. It now make the system look no better. Because them now work with facts and them work with gut feelings. Them now get the right amount of evidence. And they have a backlog at court. Suppose I was to tell you that one of these individuals have been behind the bar since 2018. Panda case. From 2018 panda case. Now if you're guilty, you're guilty. You know there's something go we are talking about a better Jamaica. But for the fact say your case are going, but them can't prove a case and them have it for years. You know what I mean? Just for remand. Some people are say these measures are not something we hear about in a democratic state. Now viewers and subscribers, Queen's Counsel, Peter Champagne rather, Perry Rogers, Vincent Wellesley, Tamika Harris are among the defense attorneys representing the Cook family. Now these are top-notch defense attorneys and a legal aid, another free lawyer with the state provide. So if the state are going to say these individuals have done something, they have to follow the right way. Get the evidence and prove what you are proving in a court, and leave the gut feeling thing outside, because you know it do. It cost both the state and the taxpayer. Cause see it now, look how much years you have this individual behind the bars. We are paying for meals scheme. And then at the end of the day, no conviction. When we check it out, you have no evidence. You know you have no witnesses. I'm a tax dollars pay all the prosecutor to, you know. If you jump up on a regular basis doing nothing. No, get the evidence first and do the thing the right way. If claims are true. Me never did it. So me can't speak to the situation at hand. Know what I mean? What has been confirmed though is that the prosecutor rather, is choosing to discontinue the case. There is nothing the judge can do to force the prosecutor to continue the case. If them say them not have no witness, them not have no evidence, them not have no arguments to present in court, the judge can't tell him say better go write something and forward with it. No. All him can do is say, yo, prove to me that I no acquit the individuals, because you have to remember them I wonder if the pay off go on. Them I wonder if big money run. The judge have a question that. Them I wonder if big money run for quash everything. So you must say, prove to me that the individuals are not being acquitted, but rather the fact that you cannot proceed with the case right now. So they must say, alright, that's why they enter the null, saying that we can of course prosecute them again on a double jeopardy. Just that for right now, we are put off the case. And they have to be released. Them can't put off the case and keep them behind the bars. That's just it. They can no longer be remanded since they have what they need to proceed with a trial. So that is why the individuals are going to be released. Vice the one called Jaden Chase, the dancehall correspondent, the Gaza representative. I'm reminding you now, if you're new to the channel, new to the movement, just a pass through, but they like the reason and of course they like the point of view. Well, I'm suggesting to you that you click the subscribe icon and then the bell icon right after that and put it on all, and this is how you know would be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here upon the platform. You know the something comment section on 24/7. Just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines, but other than that, drop your thoughts, your comments, and yes, your opinions there. Oh, move settings fam, and no, we don't need no ladder. My sentiments for you and yours if we don't live, love and prosper until we reason again.